It's recording on Facebook. But guys, again, welcome to Pre-Market Chop with JD and Mo. 7:30 a.m. Central right now, November 19th, 2020, year of COVID. Looking at Boeing. I'm kind of condensing this daily chart, but there's a gap that Boeing might be sniffing out today. Uh, the high was 187.27 on November 13th, but I was looking for a push down below the 201, 202 handle, and Mo was saying uh, shot me something similar, but I'm gonna get a mic up to you, man. I'm gonna try to get our screen to where we can optimize screen for we're both on the screen. Anyway, man, what you got for us? Well, geez, he might be on mute again.
I'm tripping. I'm on mute. I'm looking at a few things I see. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna give folks a little sneak peek at the DCG Mastermind, one of our charts we use. I love this chart for day trading when I use it. Let me see if I can share it real quick. So this chart kind of lays out some support and resistance areas and possible uh, price targets for um, identifying trends. And as I was saying, like Boeing broke this. I'm looking at a 1 hour. Well, first I was looking at it on a 4 hour chart. Pre-market, I always kind of look at a 4 hour chart, and you can see this kind of head and shoulders little formation, or three pin if you want to call it, on the 4 hour chart. Wonder if it shows up on the. It's continuing down on the 1 hour, but I was saying, if it breaks this L4 short breakout, for 250, this is like I'm sorry, for 201.50 area, this is like a short breakout. And it closed towards the lows yesterday. And then you can see pre-market is opening right at our short breakout area. So, I was saying like the next real kind of strong area is this 200. So if we break this 200, it's going down to at least this support resistance area here at 194, possibly down to I was saying 187 to fill this gap here.
What's the famous
Right to
line?
this area.
Buy the
Gap
rumor, sell the news.
Yep. Buy rumor, sell the
That
news.
stuff ran up, man, and I caught that little
Yep.
wave, and then I pulled the chute, and everybody sold the news once it happened.
Once it found out. So it's not to say that it's gonna tank and it's gonna go down. It might come back and clear this gap
Right.
too here down to 160, which I'm saying wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. As long as it, catches some support and continues to push back up. But now we have, resistance areas up here where we know, as it's pulled back and find some support, we have some, price targets that we can, alert to now going up, since we have these, key support resistance areas here. So that's how I think about it. You just, be patient and, um, at least for the longs, be patient and wait for, it to hit support. But today, I see it hitting 194
I'm with you, man.
today. So
Well,
this might be my one of my good ones for today.
I like it, dog.
Um, but yeah, I was just going through 4 hour charts of a lot of things, a couple of our stocks, just Apple, a lot of things just looking
What you
like
feeling
it's
about
selling.
Apple, man?
Um, Apple is Apple is weird because it's still holding support. I mean, it looks stronger than a lot of other stocks I was looking at.
Mm.
It is opening lower at 117.85 from its close at 118 yesterday. So, but this is tight support here at the 116 area. So, this strong support area is, I guess, what I'm watching. If we break here, then excuse me, we could see some more to the downside. Now, what I can say is that Apple and Microsoft and Nvidia and the FANG stocks, Facebook, all of those are like the market leading stocks,
Right.
and there are a lot of. So I was thinking about this last night and thinking about how I was going to present it today. So this is the best way, I guess. But it's a lot of signs right now. showing another possible shutdown. So um,
Man,
something like that, if there are already a few states. I know New York declared yesterday that they're suspending in school meetings for students because of outbreaks. I
mm,
think California did some type of shutdown on their
Illinois.
like, so it's starting to spread. So that is now becoming a market anomaly, and that could, or not a market like a black swan event again, like it was in March. And knowing what I know about cycles and seasonalities and what people are expecting for the holidays. Like, I remember in 2018, that was one of the that was like my second or third year trading, and 2018 was an interesting year. And I remember the market really tanked. Here, I could show it actually. I'm gonna pull up the SPY.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a weekly chart, but the market went down November and December, and usually the market um,
Santa Claus
tends to
rally.
go up for this, what's called the Santa Claus rally. And here's 2018 right here. And I'm on the weekly chart. And in December, it looked like it was leveling off for
Yeah, yeah.
October and over. I mean, we had a little spat in September, October. That was bloody October, went down, started to gain support, thinking that it's going to continue for the Santa Claus rally, but it dipped hard, like real hard, all the way up until basically Christmas Eve. And it wasn't until Christmas Eve that the rally
V-shape
started
came
going
in.
into the new year. So I don't remember exactly what that was. It was something, man, I can't remember exactly what else was. I think it had something to do with interest rates, or
Ah, I know what you're talking about. I
it
remember
was
that time
something
frame.
going on. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but that caused that dip. But a black swan event like nobody expected. Is just man, it was something that flipped and went to zero or something like that, and it crashed the market.
I know
Man, I
what you're
can't
talking
remember what
about.
that was. But anyway, like, with this being the black swan event, and the market starting, it kind of is looking like the same kind of setup, that breakdown in September and October, kind of trying to come up and catch. But we are hitting highs and starting to pull back. And with this, um, new closings and states possibly, shutting down more,
Yeah.
this could definitely throw another wrench into the market going into December. So this is tight stop season right now.
Right.
um,
It's
you
a
know,
layaway. It's the layaway season, man. Layaway
yeah,
season.
yeah.
Uh,
This
say
time to.
welcome. We're gonna welcome Siah
Hey, good morning.
to the room, and Kylan stepped in as well too. Good morning, everybody.
Great morning.
Yes,
So yeah, I
Siah, do
just
you
could
want
show a couple of charts. Like I said, I'm everything, almost everything that I was looking at this morning is showing strong pullback. It closed at lows yesterday and is either still pre-market still at lows or lower than lows. So
word?
just seeing a lot of selling all across the board. It's Qualcomm. Tesla
That's pumping.
has a kind of pop off candle, but it's up pre-market. So we'll see how Tesla acts. This can always be an anomaly. But even with Nvidia, it's closing below support. So I mean, we could see some of these lower areas.
Little earnings back to back
Microsoft,
draft. Oh,
Microsoft is opening lower.
mm,
Facebook, I think, was opening lower. Yep, everything is opening
mm.
lower. So we're going to see a lot of these support areas hit
Might have an early
today for
flush out
sure.
in the market this morning, and then maybe that second part of the day might
Mhm.
rally into the close, or it could just keep running.
Yeah.
Well, I got some
So
shorts and longs just to keep in the hopper just in case.
for my day traders, yeah, in the morning session, we should see some lows. For
Boeing has
swing
fallen below your
traders,
level, Mo.
I'm sorry,
Boeing fell below the
already,
yeah
huh?
triggered. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's at 200.
So,
So give or
wow.
take. Yep, that's going to be a one to watch too.
Yep.
Well,
But yeah, depending on how strong these sell days are today, and if we find some support, where we find support, uh, I don't know. Probably could see some uh, selling early tomorrow too. But um,
well, hey, let's see
yeah,
if Sia has a stock if she wants us to take a peek
yeah,
at, man.
sure.
Sia, if you want to take the mic or type it in the chat, um, whatever you like, and see it's in the chat. Yeah, we were checking out Square and Sono. All right, let's peep that. Let's peep Square. And Square is on my long watch right now. It's popping in the pre-market.
I gotta handle something real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, got you. Uh, and I'm this is daily chart. My entry on Square is anything above 187.50, and it's actually crossed that. It's at 192. So the next level of contention for Square is that 193.44 handle. Let me put that 47, give or take. And but it's a buy for a long-term buy and hold or whatever you like. But just be careful as it gets up to here. It's going to create a double top once it gets up to the 192.84, which is going to sniff that a little bit later today. Um, so it could push up here and sell off, but it's definitely one to watch this morning. If it breaks above that 193.47 and holds, if you get a close above that later in the day, it could continue to run. So let me back out and do the weekly, but the bull trend is still intact. Uh, that's the older trend line. So let me remove that. And are you looking at options on that? I would caution going in early. Um, but it's set. The weekly looks nice. I really like the weekly. I like the daily. I like this coil right here. I mean, this could be a pennant set up basically, and break above that, it could run because there's still room on my RSI. It's not overbought. So um, let's go down to like the 4 hour and hourly. Yeah, we're gonna get some. It's gonna get a push up and maybe just a little flush out early, um, and maybe find support because it's already extended in the pre-market, which is great. And let me see what my 5 looks like. Little gap down here, maybe a pullback to the 187 or to this secondary breakout area 189, and then find support again and maybe run, or it might pop early. But I just being in a predictive type of situation, early flush out, find support, and maybe climb back up. See what the options look like in Square. Monthly, yeah, the IV isn't crazy, but a little pricey. The 190s look good at 195, but that 30 days, yeah, you just have to make a call on that. And I know Colin is in the futures market, so man, I will do Sono, and then I'm gonna pull up a couple of names. What is Sonos, man? It's a tech stock. Morgan Stanley maintains overweight in Sonos, rallies to 30, raises price target to 30. You're a funny dude, man. Hertz and Genius. You're gonna start building that long term blue chip fund. Genius had had earnings the other day. Let's see. Doji on the day with Sonos is up 3 ticks. So yesterday, the highs. What are we doing? Okay, it's pushed above that. This thing might continue to run today. Cup and handle, legit cup and handle, Siah. And it's at 20 right now. 2040. Let's go to the weekly. It's above that. At 21. The move is happening right now. Um, if you hop in and catch a wave, you might want to set a trailing stop because it's going to be tough. There's no price target for me on that. I mean, it's going to be extended. Might exhaust itself. I mean, at the 22 handle, give or take, it could run to 22 and then set the stops. Cause that looks good. Overbought, overbought. It's going to pull back to some degree, but there might be buying pressure that comes right in behind it. That's a beautiful flag. But I mean, this is definitely on the watch list for you. Let it see what happens in the morning, and if it pulls back and sells off, let it let it trend for a little bit, and then make the decision. Let's see what the options look like in Sono. Great calls. Monthly options. Oh man. Oh yeah. You balling. You balling. See ya. Write that down. These options. And the IV, it's gonna fill in. The IV is gonna fill in. It's gonna populate pretty soon. But 52,671 calls to the 6,066 put. That ratio, you're on top of it, see ya. Yeah, this is one you have to actively manage because I don't know how this one trades, but the December 18, and they're gonna change. But I don't like. There's a skip in between the deltas, kind of weird, crazy deltas right now. So it's gonna change. Let's see what this looks like below. Yeah, that the 2250 into the 20s is a weird delta on the call side. Um, a lot of open interest in that, so the one that you select out of all these is the $20 call. That's the best layout. 62 delta, 21 IV, and it's going to change. But yeah, keep an eye on that. That's going to be your hopefully the money maker. And okay, let me put something on the big board right quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up shortly. So Tesla is on my list. Square, Boeing to the downside. Zoom found a little bit of support, but Zoom didn't make it. It didn't make it. What am I talking about? 390 is the handle. If it falls to 390.22 below that, it's something to keep an eye on. But let's look at. Let me put Sono in my list, the watch list right here, and then I want to check something on the market watch. I'm looking at the ATR on Sono. I want to see how it moves within what range it goes throughout the day. It's a 69-cent mover, so you don't want to really buy an out of the money option. When are the are we having earnings today? After market. So it happened yesterday. You catching that wave right now. They've already had the conference call. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and they beat, let's say they were expected. Oh, they beat. Conference call must have been good. So you could ride the wave on Sono, just kind of see if it shakes out, see if people take profit at the open, and see if buying pressure comes back in, and that might be one to ride. The ATR is a little low for me, but there's some momentum, and it's trying to move right now in the pre-market. I'm watching Merck. Merck's not really one that's going to be a technical play. I'll put the I'll put the call out for a Merck push, for a vaccine push over the next couple of weeks. So I'm I think Merck has been kind of in the cut hiding because they have two vaccines that are going pretty close to being ready, and they brought a lot of vaccines to the finish line in the past. So I'm a fan of Merck, and I like the price of the options. I'm looking at on Merck a January. What was it? January 15th, $85 call. Oh, the open interest has jumped since. That's kind of crazy. Open interest has jumped in that option since after the close yesterday. I guess the next morning it populated, but it's still a good one. $1 by $1.51. You can split the bid and the ask and just see what goes down with that. So we have iPhone guest in here. iPhone guest is your first name iPhone. I like that. That's a great name to have. So if you'd like to have us take a look at the stock, just let me know. And Tesla. I'm still watching Tesla today. I'm gonna keep my eyes on it, and it's poking his head out. It's at 494. It's gonna sniff 500. It might pull back, but the thing about it, there's a here's what you get, basically an anomaly where anytime you have a momentum runner, every time you feel like, okay, let me let it pull back, and then I'll try to enter. But if it's like a highly just a high volatility momentum runner, if you get into that and you miss your entry, whether it's right or here or even here, and your thought process is like, I'm waiting, I'll wait for the pullback, I'll wait for the pullback. That pullback, because I was in down here, traded it twice yesterday, made some good moves, and I was like, okay, I'm out. It continued, and I thought it would hit resistance right here. That was my previous resistance, but it had so much momentum, and then my RSI was overbought, extremely overbought. But you can trend in an overbought status for a good period of time, and a lot of times it's going to be something that's just a high volume, volatile, just a lot of everyone just actively traded issue like Tesla, and a lot of times you don't get that pullback that you're looking for when it catches a wave. Like if you look at it on maybe a 15-minute chart, it, you really would miss it. You know, you're going to see the longer candles, and great bull flag, great entry right there, perfect pennant right there. This um, and now this is after the fact, but you can chart. Like I'm tapping on the top of this green candle right there for my second, and you look for a breakout or a breakdown on a pennant. And so let me zoom in, break up, pull back, price consolidation. It just everything was in limbo at that time, and it's either it's going to break down and go back to the breakout area, or it's going to pop like it did. I hopped in, rode it, and I got out. I got stopped out with in profit. Then I hopped back in. But you would think, wow, we have one, two, three, four, five bullish candles, pullback. You're thinking like, okay, it's an exhaustion candle. It took a breather and continued to run into the close. People took profit at the top of the last, the final flag exhaustion candle. They took profit, and Tesla is still trying to make a move. So I want to see what the close was yesterday. Uh, 486.64. I'll put 486.64 is going to be an area that I like to keep a price level to see if price comes back and tries to I'm put 66. See if price tries to come back and sniff it a little bit and find support, because it might congest around this little area. And then if I throw the VWAP on here, and right now we have a naked chart, and it's at the VWAP. So we'll see. I'm watching Tesla in the morning. I'm watching Tesla today. So, well, yeah, guys, we're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. So I think one more. Boeing is still one to watch to the downside for me. Square long. Nikola is killing. I'm Nicola's finding a way to hold strong. I mean, up to 20. They were up to 27 this morning in the pre-market, over $27. So hey, they're trying to figure it out. Yeah, BA still a short. See, it's they sucked all the wind out, and it's buy the rumor, sell the news situation. Let's see what BA. Yeah, they're still on short watch. Take the volume off. And it's fallen below the support that Mo and I kind of talked about this morning, drew out. But I mean, just the announcement running through it from yesterday, going into today, it's just the peak. I mean, that's a Wyckoff, Oliver Velez, Bell. I mean, if it falls below and it's buried below 201, 202, it could it could fall down even further. So there's an area down here, that 196, 197 region. Right now, if you fall, okay, there we go. That's going to be the next point of no return. What's the low right here? 199.17. Set an alert below that. So I mean, you could hop in short and set your stops, and it's already broken the 201.50 handle that I've had written out. So we'll just see. And I'm 199.17. If it falls below that, looking for that push down to the 196.58. So getting a dollar move, maybe even more. After that, it's just further. It could fall today. It could fall to 191, but you just need to see it fall below 199.17 and see if it has some volume behind it. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the morning. So y'all, thank y'all for coming in. I don't know what there's no rhyme or reason or schedule to this. Just in here, just doing it. So Today was pre-market chop with JD and Mo. So appreciate y'all coming in, and I will see y'all in the market later. Take
Had a
care.
great time.
Oh yeah, man. The brother came back.
I've been back, man.
Okay, okay.
I'm
You
like a ninja. I'm always on it.
okay, okay. Well, shoot, man. I'm gonna stop the recording.